Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. Did Sunday go okay? Wasn't too much news going on, so I wasn't on there as usual. Stamford, Connecticut, Business Wire. World Wrestling Entertainment today has announced Gorgeous George as the man who was often credited with creating American pop culture, who set the standards for future WWE superstars, influenced greats as Muhammad Ali, James Brown. Did I say James Brown? And Bob Dylan. Did I say Bob Dylan? Can't believe that. Anyway, he's going to be inducted into WWE's Hall of Fame March 27th, 2010. His 96-year-old former wife, Betty Wagner, will accept the honors on his behalf as long as she makes it that long. Whew. 96. Ain't that awful to me. Anyway, Hall of Fame ceremonies will be broadcast that night on USA, 11 o'clock from Dodgers Theater, Phoenix, Arizona. A mighty spirit. I'm going to give you a little bit of how they're hyping Gorgeous George. If you don't remember him, he used to spray like Adrian Adonis, the referee sometime, and his opponent, and would just kind of get the stink out of the air of who he's getting ready to wrestle. And then he had a manager too, and I can't remember what his name is, but anyway, he had the Ric Flair type robe, pompadour hair, kind of bleached. Adrian Adonis kind of picked it up and ran with it for a while. Anyway, a mighty spirit crossing paths with Gorgeous George was all the recognition and encouragement I would need for years to come. Gorgeous George was a pop culture innovator who took risks pushing the social envelope and did things that no other performer did or would even dare to do, says CEO Chairman Vince McMahon. He was a cultural tour de force who set standards for the entertainment world of sports today, still emulates today. The significance, though, of why they're inducting him is Gorgeous George's legacy led to WWE Studios to opt to buy the rights for his story for a major motion picture that's going to be slated to begin production in the first quarter of 2011. It's got to do with that Spindoli. Muhammad Ali, he was notorious, being boastful, arrogant, and style. Anyway, he got that from Gorgeous George. In fact, Muhammad said, "I made up my mind after meeting Gorgeous George and seeing him make people angry." He said, "I saw 15,000 come in to see this guy get the crap beat out of him." And he said, "I took the idea and ran with it." All right, F4W Online, Kentucky Fried Chicken will be the official sponsor for April's WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view from Baltimore, Maryland. To go along with WrestleMania 26, by the way, April issue of WWE Magazine will feature 26 different covers and featuring Bret Hart, Chris Jericho, and a boatload of others all the way down to Santina and Morella. And it appears Goldust may be up for some kind of a push in the SmackDown brand because he had such a good match with Chris Jericho on Superstars lately. Goldust had recent wins over Dolph Ziggler and Mike Knox. Jericho wrote on his Twitter account after the match with Goldust that he had. He said, "I really dug the match with Goldust last night. He's the best shape of his life and is as good as anybody in the WWE right now and very underrated." One thing Goldust did do, he lost quite a bit of weight. It looks like at least 30, maybe even 50 pounds. WWE will shoot tonight's Raw from the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California, with Steve Austin as special guest host. Matches confirmed for the show includes Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels, John Cena taking on Big Show, and Triple H taking on Randy Orton in a WrestleMania rewind match. Tonight we'll also see a WrestleMania contract signing between Vince McMahon and Bret Hart, with Steve Austin presiding over the signing. You know what's going to happen there if there's a table in the ring. Somebody's going through it. Dark match for the show tonight is Rey Mysterio, John Cena, and Triple H taking on Sheamus, CM Punk, and Batista. That we won't get to see. They ought to have do some dark matches and have that on instead of NXT. I don't know. Anyway, it's possible that Rey Mysterio might appear on TV as San Diego is his hometown, and usually appears on either brand when he's in his hometown. With Mysterio and CM Punk both being advertised for the Dark Main Event, it's possible both of them may appear on Raw to announce their WrestleMania match. May not. Well, I got here 6 minutes. Okay. WWE will shoot tonight's Raw from the San Diego Center, California. Steve Austin, special guest host. And I don't know why, but it's on there twice. And it's also noted before, by the way, I'm going to get off of that subject. Anyway, it's noted that Rob Van Dam will be making his TNA house show debut in April. Jeff Hardy will be also working upcoming TNA live events. But the dates have not been announced yet. Hardy will likely start on the road for TNA once his court case is cleared up. That's like it's something's wrong with it. It's not right. I hope. Well, he's going to be in a world of trouble if it's not. Shannon Moore is already expected to work some TNA house shows. All right. Regarding being left off of WWE's top 25 most impactful women's list, current TNA knockout Tara wrote on her following Twitter account, "It doesn't surprise me. It's just an example of my experience at WWE. Unappreciative." I guess they must have had that on their website or maybe in their magazines. Follow-up matches, or the following matches were taped for tonight's TNA on Spike TV. Don't forget, you got to get the two DVD players or recorders going different directions. Nasty Boys and Jimmy Hart taking on 3D and Jesse Neal. If that's the first match and you miss it, you're all right. Kurt Angle and the Pope taking on Desmond Wolfe and Mr. Anderson. Daphne taking on Angelia Love. Kevin Nash versus Scott Hall in a 5-minute challenge, which it'll probably take 4 minutes 50-something seconds to get into the ring and do a referee's hold, and then somebody interrupt the match, and then it'll be over with. They've ruined me on that. Beer Money taking on Hernandez. Now the match I'm looking forward to, and my God, I hope they don't screw this up. Jeff Hardy taking on AJ Styles. Should be great, but I lose faith in TNA sometimes. Anyway, below is a preview for the best pay-per-view matches of the year 2009-2010, which comes out May 18th on a 3-DVD set. It says, a little synopsis thing, as the pinnacle for every sports entertainer is to appear on pay-per-view, put on its best match. For the first time ever on home video, WWE Universe can enjoy the best matches in their home video collection. Stars of Raw, SmackDown, ECW be present in the DVD, and greatest bouts of the year from long-time pay-per-view standards from Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and a bunch of the other Elimination Chamber. By the way, earlier noted WWE's inducted MLB Hall of Famer Bob Uecker into the Hall of Fame. Uecker will be inducted by NBC Sports and Olympic chairman Dick Ebersol. Ebersol is the one who helped launch the WWE Saturday Night Main Event. If you caught that DVD, they mentioned about that. Anyway, the February 26th episode of WWE Friday Night SmackDown scored a 2.0 with 3.4 million viewers. Linda McMahon's campaign got some bad news. Well, I got about a minute, okay. Bad publicity, anyway, this weekend after a story came out noting that Vince McMahon's 47-foot yacht docked in Boca Raton, Florida, is named, the name of the boat, the yacht, is Sexy Bitch. Anyway, the Hearst News newspapers in Connecticut ran a story on the candidate and issued questions to her, which Linda did not answer. And Linda's opponent are now trying to make her out to be someone who's hiding from the public and the media. Hey, Vince might have been talking about himself when he named the boat. I don't know. Rumor has it. I don't know. Hey, about out of time. Check back tomorrow and click then and click today too. I gotta go.